All right, let's see where the wind takes us. Rush Hour is on first pick, first draft.
Yeah, first pick, first ban, last 2 picks. And right away, there's an Umbreon ban. I'm pretty sure that was banned last time by them too, right? They took Umbreon. They took
I believe so. So was either Miraidon or Darkrai.
Oh.
They were watching. No Leafeon.
No one's playing that Leafeon.
They were watching.
Also, no one's playing that Darkrai.
Yep, this is pretty classic. This is what we saw last set, except for the Talonflame was not the the target ban here. Instead, the Leafeon was. Yeah, now I want to see the Talonflame picked. I have to see it, right? Like I have to know what was it about.
Why was it getting banned? What's so prevalent about?
What was the deal? Is that my boy? Aw, don't hover him. Don't even hover him. Don't even give me the second of thinking.
No, I doubt. Oh, there's the Blaziken. There's Blaziken Lapras going over. Again, just those really strong picks. You know we have.
And there's a tree.
Yeah, we got the tree, and once again, these cores looking very similar to the last couple games. You know what we haven't seen yet today? Blaziken and Lapras played together, and the Lapras picking up the Blaziken and ulting into them while Blaziken's charging Blaziken. Because that's an interaction that exists as well. Very niche one.
There it is. That's what I've been waiting for, baby. Woo!
And Gardevoir.
I've been waiting for that Talonflame all since I saw Rush Hour touch the stream. There it is.
We got the Talonflame pick. We get to see what United Ashira was so scared of going into this next game. And the Yoshi pick on the final spot. Oh my goodness. Looking at that Yoshi build, that's looking to be Rapid Strike Yoshi. They might pivot it, but I doubt it. Nothing else seems too out of the usual here. And I think, yeah, they're looking really strong. Lapras Gardevoir, though, is a pretty weak lane. Like, Lapras doesn't have the secure. It has the damage to bully off, but doesn't really have the secure, so I'm curious where they're going with it.
Yeah, they kind of have to. One of these lanes is going to be a little rough. Like, do you put the Urshifu in lane or do you put the Rawls? It's like, one of them has to go in lane for a little bit. It's going to have to happen, right? And they have to. I mean, they're going to have to be with the Lapras. So you don't put the Eldegoss. Yeah, it's so bottom could be a little awkward, especially going up against the Ninetales and the Crustle.
Yeah.
But I'd like that we're seeing this kind of double tank. The double tank of the double speedster style from Rush Hour again. We're seeing the double tank again. I'm excited to see it. And the Talonflame. The Talonflame is where my eyes are going to be. Most of this set, I have to know, right? Yeah, I have to know.
Well, I'm wondering too if we're going to see some wild stuff from the Talonflame. Like, they have a really good Invade comp. Is the Invade coming in here, and that's why the Talonflame's in here?
That is true. I would love to see that, actually. I want to see an Invade right now, because one of two things is in that jungle. Is the Gardevoir or the Urshifu. More than likely the Urshifu. Either one is scared of that Invade. We shall see. We're getting into it. Running into the lanes. We have, it looks like Hoopa might be going for an Invade. Running down through the bottom. And, you know, plenty of security. We're putting a lot of security around in case of these invasions. We gotta be safe. Now we can, yes, we're good.
Yes, perfect.
And it looks like this Hoopa is going to go down for it. That's fine. There's still a little bit of time, but it still goes down. We'll take that.
It looks like he also took... You know, blue buff got split, didn't it?
I think it did. I think once they saw the invasion, or even just thought about it, it's just, let's just not even worry about it. Let's just get this here.
Yeah. That's
so now Urshifu is 5. He is feeling comfortable. Now it's really just get that Rawls up to 5. I mean, it is at least 4.
Very big, and we got the level 4 rotate up. It's on time. It's here. Yoshi is so good for this.
Ready for all this single strike Yoshi. Just give me that.
Yeah,
yummy.
Give me that. Coming out. We're gonna take it. Gardevoir gets to go scale the bot. You know how we were like, hey, Gardevoir needs that space to scale. There it is. It was given.
Yeah, that's really honestly just beneficial for the orange. Not even necessarily like a bad play for blue to go up there. It's just like, hey, we're gonna capitalize off of this. Now I have some freedom here.
Yep. And
it's one of the calls you have to make.
Blaziken gets to secure. There's another invade attempt, but it just gets thwarted right away.
They say, no, what are you doing? What are you doing in here? No, this isn't happening. You're not invading us. We're ready for this. We're gonna split this stuff. Of course you're gonna want to try, but we're gonna be ready for you.
Damage goes on to the Lapras. Lapras loses about half HP. Here's that Talonflame that we were so warned about. Fly goes off. That's the secure. Look at the Crustal's HP.
He is getting chunked out.
And he's just hard resetting because he couldn't time or take the space to get a portal off.
And Talonflame just taking it patiently. The thing I really like about Rush Hour is the speedsters. Ooh, the speedsters really don't go in until they have the right moment, like that. Let's catch them on the retreat. Oh, but never mind. Maybe that wasn't it after all. It's just okay. What's up, little birdie?
What's up, little birdie? You're gone now.
We've seen birds getting eaten on the stream plenty of times. We'll see it again.
Not the fried chicken this time, though. That's
Not
for
the
sure.
that was Popeyes.
Oh no. Big security. You know what? That's a really scary combo.
Ooh, and this tree is taking a whole lot of damage. And they're gonna run this down, all three of those.
Just like
all
that,
four, I mean.
Pad break without the Hooper portal there, it's for sure there.
Oh, okay, they do get the 9. They do get the Eldegoss at least. Are they gonna pick up the KO on this Urshifu? He goes in, flashes. Yes, you already got this. You need to get some of this stuff.
Oh, and that's
all right. Talonflame's trying to turn this around here. Bird on bird, Firebird on Firebird. And blue team's gonna take over the Regieleki on top. Kind of just holding back the one on bottom. You know, okay, Lapras is coming up to see that and possibly stop this push. Although they have both their tanks down there bottom. So,
right
okay,
now they have a lot
really
of
not starting to push this.
And control for the red side. Like if you look, they're kind of spread all around, but really no one's isolated, no one's alone, and there's not a whole lot of space. I'm interested to see though, because it looks like they're conceding this bot objective.
Yeah, I think they just want to get rid of this top lane. They say, I don't want this Hoopa having her portals, right? Let's just get this thing off here. And this Blaziken has been ripping these tanks apart. He's been going in on them. He does get the Crustle out. The Hoopa has been really clutch there. Okay, now these two are down bottom, looking like they're gonna make a push down. After all, well, these guys are they're keeping this fight going up there. They break that portal. And it looks like they're going to get a lot of points in and try to break this one as well. Hoopa does show up to stop a little bit. Getting some of these bees. Now Orange is really just kind of pushing this lead a little bit forward, pushing their space a little bit forward, almost getting these catch outs. But I mean, this Hoopa has been on it with those portals, with this jukes.
And here comes the Guardian.
That there goes down that Crustle. And now you don't really have anything to hold this tower. Tree's coming, but it might be too late.
I think it's too late, as that's going to be probably the pad break.
Can it get the Urshifu? It can look. The Urshifu, don't let it walk out. Go get a Talonflame. Okay, he gets it.
Talonflame gets the pick, and just like that, it's turning back kind of in favor for Rush Hour.
A little bit. They still quite can't get that tower just yet. They might stay in and try to keep fighting that. Blaziken is just going to rip that Lucky up top. They say, okay, you guys are going to worry about this? Fine, deal with this as well.
32 is the break, and right now it's looking closer and closer as the levels are kind of even across the board. Talonflame got pretty huge though. I will say that, like, this Talonflame is looking really, really crisp.
They put a lot of merit into the speedster on Rush Hour's team. They really just like, this guy can pop off. He can do a lot as long as we give him the opportunities.
Well, Talonflame is
going to slowly walk this up.
Weakness League power picks. It always has come out to play at this tournament. I wonder if Rush Hour's got the secret tech to actually like pull out a huge win here. Oh my gosh, the Yoshi missed.
That's a good pick on that 9-tail. Here's the ult coming in. They're going to take this thing immediately, but do they come back? No, they want to hold that Aleki. They don't want those points.
Eldegoss is caught, but they just go up. They go down.
Is it guaranteed points, or do we the guaranteed experience? Something you have to pick something, and they're picking the Aleki.
Oh my goodness, and that's a huge one shot.
That's huge.
And on the top
and the Blaziken ends up just getting it in anyways. He just kept fighting him, kept running it down. He had the 6th teammate.
6th teammate be lucky, running it down for him. Yoshi goes back in, gets the pick. Is it out? Talonflame is back up, but it's not going to be there in time. Yoshi's out. Dives in front of 3, says, hold my beer. This is my win. And hits that wicked blow right into the Ninetales face. One hit.
And an orange, they're going to walk back all together. Say, here we come. Let's go back, guys. All together now.
Let's get our farm. Let's clear up. We have domination right now. We're up 260 points. Let's not force anything here. And they looked very, very clean going into this final setup.
Talonflame is going to sneak that little back cap off there. And it's Talonflame, so of course it's going to get out. Oh, the Blaziken was aiming. Oh, the sneaky little Blaziken. He was late. He just, I mean, coin flip, heads or tails, up or down.
That's the pick down. Talonflame's in on the tank.
Talonflame going a little bit. Is like, ooh, that's not the fight I want it to be. He pulls back. This looks like another clean objective for orange.
Secured. Yoshi's almost 15. It's been kind of gone for a while. We haven't really looked at it. That Yoshi is almost 15.
He's got time to get the rest of the farm down there, so I'm going to take it. What are you going to do? Challenge me?
Can do.
Okay.
Actually, he's looking for the wrap, it looks like.
And he's looking for the wrap.
Home
He's
base?
got
Home base.
home base. Aleki. He's got decisions. He can make whatever decision he wants. They have vision on a lot of them in the middle.
Not full wrap, but he did get spotted going into the bush. That's why they're turning around.
Turning off the portal.
Here comes
He's coming from
Yoshi.
behind.
Yoshi's in on the A9. Fight breaks out.
Oh, but that.
Guardian down across the
Oh, he chased. That ult chase is so far. Oh my gosh, the ult locks onto the Hoopa right before it teleports. Okay, the Talon is at least going to take out the Urshi, but I mean, it's kind of fighting a rough battle by itself. While Blaziken and Guardy.
This is anyone's game. Talon has ult.
You have to deal with this Talonflame here. Oh, and they do. They choose to. They slow the rip down. It's going to go. It's going to grab that Gardevoir.
These
space their plays. Oh, and the Crustle!
Oh, the Roadhouse!
The Crustle! That was not who I expected to get that there.
Not at all.
He takes us and it turns into a flip. That's gotta hurt for Orange Team.
I said Roadhouse. Rush Hour. But yeah, Rush Hour takes this game right out of their hands with that Talonflame pick. Just a decisive pick on the Guardy, and I don't think the Guardy could have responded.
Incredible. Honestly, it's just like the skill, the expression of speed. It doesn't even matter what speed theory he's on. Just the expression we see from this, who's now on Tang, who's now on Talonflame, on the Leafeon. Decision. Oh, he's almost getting picked. He can run away real quick, grab the Gardevoir instead. And he turns it so quickly with these quick decisions and bursts, and it just very slowly, and it turned into a flip that they ended up pretty fortunately winning. But I mean, that was a flip. That was a flip
and a half.
Good stuff to everybody this first game. What a very
okay. So because that fight
back and
was
forth.
So out of the ordinary, how do you respond to that?
You gotta clean things up somewhere, right?
Solo carried, right?
That Talonflame solo carried. They put all their
Don't be wrong. Before I continue and say that, let's be real. Rush Hour played that very, 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 very well.
Mm-hmm.
Do not get me wrong, but Talonflame was the one finalizing everything and closing up all the details. You take it off the board and say, look, your Talonflame's good. We acknowledge it. We respect it. We're going to take it off the table for you. What are you going to do now? Because, like, outside of that Talonflame, really, the damage is all on the side of Extra Fries. Extra Fries, stat-wise, looked like the stronger team, but I think Rush Hour pulled it together incredibly. We're on a draft. All right, here we go. All right. Once again, I think we're going to see very similar bans. I think both these teams are kind of set on what they want to see. The only thing I don't know about is the Leafeon versus the Talonflame. What are we going to see here? That's a change.
Blaziken ban. Interesting.
Our tree didn't like playing that Blaziken. He didn't feel comfortable. We're taking that.
That Blaziken was kind of messing with him the whole game. I mean, he was messing with him the whole game. We are going to see the Leafeon ban again.
It's going to happen.
The Miraidon. Now you ban the Darkrai, right?
Maybe not.
And you just let them, you let them get
Yeah, the
Talonflame.
guy Howard didn't you know you
They
guys
see, so they'd say, okay, you know what? We'll fight the Talonflame. We don't really want to fight a Leafeon. We're not giving you Darkrai.
There's no way they give away Darkrai. Umbreon hover?
Oh, unless
Umbreon over
they
on first,
pick Talonflame.
wait, they
Unless
picked the Umbreon first. They're like, we're banning the Blaziken. Umbreon's been our ban. We're taking it. We're not giving them that option. That's a really, really smart move. I like
does extra fries grab the Talonflame? Is there a world?
No, I don't think so.
Do they just deal with it? Are they just like, guys, come on, we could do this. It's a Talonflame. Like what?
You know what? The comms might be, we just trolled. Let's play better. We're better than that. That might be
Exactly.
what the comms
Exactly.
are.
It might just be like, are we really gonna worry about that thing? Like really? Is that the issue? Was that the issue? No, it wasn't the issue. Like we're fine. Just beat it, guys. We're gonna beat this thing.
Well,
Yeah,
they
we want
picked
the exact same thing,
the
basically.
exact same thing, except with the Hoopa this time instead. So what are we looking at for that final pick? What is going to be the thing that pushes them over the edge to give them the edge on this team?
So we're seeing the Crustle
What the?
switched out instead of the Umbreon, the Hoopa. Or
Nope.
not Hoopa, the
Luca
Comfey.
could be a different option.
Luca. The
It's a Luca
Lucario.
option. Okay. It looks like it's Power Up Punch build 2 currently. They're still going for that double secure type deal, but they're looking for something that's a little bit early or stronger early so they can get extra ahead, I assume. Because, like, Talonflame's
Yeah,
impressive.
trying to maybe tone down a little bit of the scaling combo that's going
Yeah.
on there and get something else that can kind of deal with what's going on early. And get a
Well,
double secure. Otherwise, I was thinking maybe a Mimikyu is what I was kind of expecting from another all-rounder. And he's like, what if their whole plan with the Talonflame was shut down by my ult? What if that?
That's also a very good option. I'm curious to the logic of why the Lucario here, but I guess
This could also be kind of a comfort thing. Is like, okay, I don't have the Blaziken. Okay, give me the Lucario. Give me that extra secure. Still gonna do it. Still gonna do my thing, right?
Yeah. Okay, so going into this game, once again, our matchups look very, very similar. You know what I just noticed? No, okay, yeah, that's Treetop. There's no way it's Umbreon All-Rounder, right?
No, but yeah, no.
Well, there is an
RB Diddy
Umbreon
has been
All-Rounder
the.
build that has been running around in this meta, but I didn't pay close enough attention to the items.
That would be funny.
It'd be something.
It'd be
I
something.
don't know. I don't know if it's as good. I think the Trevenant's their top lane player. I don't think they do that, but it has been around. It is an option that is available if they wanted the tree somewhere else. And with that, we're into the game. Here we go. Looking right away, we're looking at kind of somewhat standard stuff again. Let's see if they do the split on the bot side this time. No invades coming up this time, which is good. At least
It does look like they're going to do that split again. You know, get the Gardevoir a little bit closer. You're still able to get the Kubfu to Urshifu at some point, so it's fine. Lucario doesn't really need those. He's going to go straight in and start stacking. Start trying to lane bully.
Cool, but he misses the secure.
Or just play some defense even too.
He's like, you know what? I've got this Hoopa with red buff coming. We're gonna take a kill here.
I'm going to take your chancey.
Yeah, we're gonna take your chancey for a little ride.
Wow, that Umbreon's getting chunked down. I mean, don't sleep on Lapras early. It's not spectacular, but it's definitely not bad at all.
The thing is,
so it's going to really
hold
things together.
Early on, it has crazy damage still.
Yes,
definitely a strong pick, and that's the pick on Talonflame. But unfortunately, there's just no follow up. Yoshi got stuck at that level 4, turning into level 5, and just couldn't quite finish what it needed to do.
Looking to catch this A9. Oh, and it good flash. That needed that flash. They tried to catch on the rotate in. That was huge. And now actually Blue gets a whole lot of priority from those Bs. What a play. What a reaction. What a reaction flash. That was huge because that A9 was dead to rights. That is a great little turnaround there. For what could have been pretty bad if that A9 got caught out and then they just walk up with that little bit of XP and then go secure the rest of the Bs, but they just got a little bit distracted. We take it.
100% they take in that situation. And now we're kind of looking towards that middle fight. And it looks like it's kind of an even game. And I think both sides will look to play this fight. He was in position with the Talonflame clearing the rest of its jungle. Going to be a little bit late, but just close. So here's going over. They're primarily to the
does
Yoshi,
jump
and
in there.
going on the A9.
Oh, but that Talonflame kind of says, "Hey, come here. Let me give you something else to look at." Will this Umbreon get out? Does it take?
Matter. There's something else to look at when this Yoshi is
It
targeting 100 Umbreon.
barely walks out still. Talonflame is there ready to play some defense.
The portal sends it home right in a sadly unopportune time. Yoshi though still looking really, really strong and really, really dominant here. Rush
And
Hour
they
kind of
have this.
struggling to find an end to these fights with its current comp, and I wonder how much that is to do with the structure of the team versus kind of how much level denial there was early on.
They don't have that crustle. That's a lot easier to kind of just walk straight in forward while instead they have the Umbreon. And that might be just a little bit more awkward for them. And I wonder if that awkwardness is like, well, you know, draft wise, you gotta take the Umbreon, right? Like it's what we should be doing. But now it's like, we're not exactly, maybe we're not as comfortable with this.
As we thought we were. And the biggest thing about it is look at this Yoshi with the secure.
And look at
Guardy's
this Yoshi
almost 9.
And these two are just
out.
looking really dominant right now. This
Now, this
Urshifu and
game, we're in
Gardevoir.
a situation almost where it's flipped, where last time it was, Yoshi and Blaziken ahead. Now Guardy's ahead. Guardy's getting what it wants this time. But that is the trade over to the Yoshi. Yoshi goes down.
He still gets a
Overextending
lot
on
of
the push
damage.
a little bit. Cooper gets the portal out, and
They still at least grab the Umbreon on the way out, and then yep, that's a lot of points for the Lucario.
Lucario getting the kill on the top side is massive.
And he's just finishing up his stacks, maybe even looking to jump on that Talonflame there. He doesn't need to worry about that Aleki. They're not really too worried about it. He just wants to get a little bit more. Let's keep my lead here.
Yeah,
and they've got a large lead, 2 level 10s, everyone at level 9 and now 8. And there's a pretty decent disparity here.
Looking at this though, Talonflame's out of position. Oh, Tree gets the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Horn Leech, saving Talonflame's life.
Saving that Talonflame, that is crucial. You want to start stopping these bleedings as much as possible now that this Talonflame's still here, can threaten against the secure. They're all dropping their stuff. Oh, and Urshifu secure ends up pulling through. And
could go anyone's way. Tree ult misses.
These portals have been on top of everything from every player, because we've seen the Hoopa going from every team to every team. And the Lapras says, "I want this score."
Fortunately, they don't get the score, but they do get the pad control, and that Luca's in. Luca's in, and Luca's now running it down into the double supports. Like, you guys literally can't do anything to me, so I'm just gonna keep doing it.
I'm just gonna keep punching you.
You're just gonna keep charging that.
I'm gonna keep punching you. Yeah. It was like, hey, you know what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do.
You know what's coming. But there's
I'm gonna do it.
just kind of breaking up across the map. This Luca's just keeping the pressure on this tree. He's saying, "Nope, I'm sorry. This is one of the few matchups where I always win. So I'm just gonna keep putting the pedal on you, and you're gonna have to deal with it."
This tree has
This
been one of the biggest points of contention our last set, but it's not able to do so much here.
Saving the fight.
They're still able to turn around it a little bit.
They're also able to pull them completely off it. There's no damage there anymore. Talon looking for the secure, gets caught out by the Wish. Guardy no ult. Yoshi has ult. Aimed at the Talonflame almost. It resets a second time.
And the Hoopa's grabbing everybody in.
This is the 5-man fight.
Talonflame goes in for the fly. It's just a little bit late. The Lapras has grabbed it. It's got to run. It's got to use everything. Got to get healthy. Can it defend the pad? The tree's kind of there by himself. But I mean, I don't know if this tree holds out. It's a little bit too far behind. This is a good old. It's holding on. Oh, never mind. This thing might be holding on.
Able to save the pad with an incredible tree ult with Horn Leech combo, and it's back to reset.
I'm down, but I'm still not out, and he's gonna keep going.
I'm gonna be honest. This game is a complete opposite of the last game, where Rush Hour looked way out of it this time. They actually look way closer. Yes, still we see Extra Fries in the lead, obviously, but it's not like you're not 300 points down. You're
It's not too far. It's
Yeah,
never
this
too
is-
far. And like they're getting picked off more, but in terms of these like objectives and their towers and just a lot of the macro play, they're still holding up. They're not letting anything bleed.
Yeah, there's no bleed, there's no drop off. It is we're gonna play around this end game. We're looking okay. We have a talent flame. You guys have easy to score on pads. We're gonna hold this objective slowly. We're gonna take pit position, and we're gonna go for what we think is the ideal play. Whereas the other side is very much like if you give us space, it's going down. We have double confirm. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really.
Do
once
get rid
again,
of that Aleki. Okay, the town flame in thread. This Lucario is like, come here. Come here.
wait, this is the
He's
fight out
hunting
now.
him. Does he go for it? Oh, it doesn't quite. He thinks about it though.
The hesitation catches in there. Yoshino ult. That could be big.
And Orange has got some good space. They have that Lucario on the wrap. He's looking around. Town Flame's looking to go for a back cap. What if they just rip? Yeah, I just say rip it.
They do it. They call
Never mind,
it.
start the fight. Rip it or fight, either way. Start something. Town Flame's coming in late.
On the board. Here it goes.
Here's the rip, and yep.
This time.
They do get this secure this time.
Scores. And that's also 3 members down. That's it. There's nothing they can do about this.
That's it. They get the secure this time. We're not missing the secure.
Yeah, you fool me once, shame on you. Let you out secure me with Yoshi and Lucario twice. Now it's a problem.
Come on now. Yeah, come on now. Right? We're not. Is it now? Come on now. Right? What's it happening? No.
They just keep pressing. They're like, you know what? We don't have to let up either. There's not enough time. Even if we were to get this all, have fun collecting 600 points.
They said, "Oops, I forgot. I'm left-handed," and then they secured it.
Yeah, exactly. Switch my grip to claw. My
Oopsie.
bad. I was holding it like a regular controller. I didn't know you had that type of game.
They're not worried about this town flame. They're not worried about this. They're just, guys, we just clean it up. What was that? This is cruising. Slappers be cruising and bruising.
You know what's sad?
He does have ult. I wanted to see him ult it.
Go for a score here? Oh, or delete. He's like, nah, I don't give no.
Nah, I'll just keep damaging.
Yeah, I'll damage.
And at this point, this is almost like a mental damage. Just like let's just keep losing. Let's keep making you lose. Let's just keep making you. I'm gonna keep beating you. Hey Tree, I'm gonna fight you again. Let's keep.
Oh my goodness, recalling and.
Now they're having a little bit of fun, but maybe that fun tilts. You know, it's just like, yeah, now's the time where you start getting a little bit cheeky. Much cleaner on the side of extra fries. This is what they needed that first one, and they need to keep it.
Yeah, see that talent flame makes it back through, and while it's not as impactful this game, when they're able to keep it on stuff, they had to switch away from that scaling. So the pivot and adjustment was really good. Blaziken got taken away, which forced the adjustment, by the way. Something we didn't really talk about. They were like, Rush Hour was like, we're taking this because this was a problem. But the moment they took that away, they got something almost more oppressive, which is a little bit of a problem for Rush Hour going forward. Like, extra fries looked better on Lucario, and that's not something you really expect.
He kind of did. They kind of did. They looked, if not just as good, you know, just like that. Nothing changed. Nothing changed there. It was just okay. I have this. That's fine. I have this then.
It was early as hard, right? Like the Blaziken last game went crazy during the mid game, but this Luca just never let up the pressure on the tree, so the tree fell behind. And then
I mean that tree is the second big player of the team. Like they
right now, so let's get it going. On to the first bans here. Once again, they kept the same sides, so you know, extra fries wanted to be on that lower draft.
Ooh, Urshifu, they don't want to fight that thing anymore. I say, okay, we've been kind of harassed by this thing. We're done. We don't want to fight that anymore. And they are going to ban out that Leafeon again. Yep. Just
oh my goodness. Sorry, you're not playing secure anymore.
Doubles? The double bans? I mean, they have to ban the Darkrai, so yeah, you ban the Darkrai. So then Rush Hour gets the free Miraidon if they want it.
Oh yeah, Miraidon's open too.
But do they want it?
Miraidon's open, Umbreon's open. A lot of those bans, yeah. Here's
Hoopa? Yeah, I was like,
I
do
could
they want
see
it?
I could see Miraidon Umbreon coming in right on the table right now and being like, "Look, how do you answer?"
Yeah. I think that's what
Okay,
you see.
sounds
Instead,
like
we see the Lapras.
Lapras still hits the board once again. I think you have to pick one. Oh my goodness. That is something wild. So, will we see this happen? Like they're basically saying, "Go for it. We don't
They
think your
said,
attack
show
is
us what you got.
going to be a problem."
Do they have the Miraidon?
Yeah, and
Now it's looking like they don't.
definitely not.
I think it's a check to see, do you have it or not?
This is the point, by the way. If you were to do it, you take the Talonflame. There's no speedster left that is worth it anymore. The
Mhm.
Zoroark, sure, but you don't have the support pool for it. There's the Mimikyu. They're like, yep, cool. You took it away. We're gonna play the strong stuff. They're gonna take another good secure in the form of Espeon. They're still playing their secure game.
They're still
Oh,
saying, do you have that Miraidon? They want their double speedsters. It's like, you don't have it. I mean, this is a free Miraidon. Or they don't even say, we don't need it. We don't need that dealer.
I don't see the Dodrio pick being locked here. There's no way, right?
I'll outspeedster you. I can outspeedster you.
No, yeah. No, the Lucario's coming
No,
in.
let's get our secure. Come on, don't play around too much. Don't play around too
We
much.
double secure still. It's just
This
not
is
as good as
serious.
last time. Let's see if we
This
can
is
take it.
serious.
Yeah, that was a very serious hover though. That was a long.
That was over. Just think about it. I'm surprised there's no Miraidon anymore. Like, really? Is it? I mean, maybe it's not that devastating, but still, I'm just really. I was expecting it. Also, not seeing a tree anywhere on here is probably the first time we haven't seen tree drafted at all.
Yeah, not
It's
on
been
either
drafted
side.
every game. I'm pretty sure this entire tournament on
And we have
something.
double speedster into double all-rounder again, and this is how Rush Hour kind of fell behind last time, right? Like they got really, really good picks, really, really good early play, but this is where it all fell apart.
Mhm.
So let's see what happens here.
I mean, they did take away that Urshifu, which is, I mean, it was bullying him so hard. But who says the Mimikyu can't do it, if not worse? What if this is? What if they just get bullied
This
more? I
is
mean, they take away the
what if
secure,
this
but I mean,
is the thing that pushes them over too, though, right? What if this double speedster is just like, you know what? You guys had control of the entire game one, and we got the secure. Game two, you had entire control. Game three, we're so strong early. This is our game to play.
I think that's what they're going for. I think they just want that. We want to try to landslide again. Let's landslide as fast as we can.
That being
This
said,
W
though,
key.
that's deceptive because extra fries doesn't really have a scaling comp either.
Yeah, they're pretty early. I mean, they're actually almost earlier than the other team is. Talonflame and Meowscarada look like the quote unquote scalers of anybody here.
Very much so.
So like whatever.
Yeah, the scaling for each of these teams is Espeon, Lapras, and A9, and those aren't like hard scalers. Those are still early game champions for characters. So there's not really a huge scale here. I'm curious to see, will we see Psyshock or will we see Sword Power? Not Sword Power. Yeah, Sword Power. I'm silly. But Sword Power or Psyshock here, because that will like determine a lot of the pace of the game. Mimikyu kind of going in, getting the
Will
trade.
they be running it down? Will they be sitting back and just chunking? Maybe even get more of that secure.
Yeah, we still haven't seen it, so it could be either or. I'm fairly sure they're going to go for Psyshock here, looking for the secure. That is a level 5 Espeon coming top. It is late, but you know what? It doesn't matter if you pick the A9 right off the rip. Once again, no
And
respect for
so
the
close, but
Mimikyu
they at
A9.
least push it off. They're just starting to get a little bit more of this bees.
Oh, it is stored
That
power.
is stored power.
Oh, and it's caught, and that's the kill.
Oh, almost. It's so
Great
close. So
Albatross
many of
playing
these little.
barely alive, but that was almost really, really bad. Looking towards the next kind of set of bees. Mimikyu's Korean struggle. It didn't get any stacks early. Mimikyu is a mon that kind of needs to get its, especially on play rough, needs to get its stacks early. Otherwise, you get put pretty far behind. So I'm curious to see if it's going to find them or not, or what the kind of game plan is there.
Yeah, it's
Espeon is
been.
very strong here, and levels are even across the board once again. It's going to really be whoever decides to take control of the pit.
I mean, both teams are holding decent positioning at 3-3. Mimikyu is coming in here, getting a little bit more on the side of orange. Mimikyu is looking a little bit healthier. Barely.
Yep, but
Barely.
very, very even. What a flash. What a
What a
just
flash.
save there. Very good eject button there. But still, you know who's looking for this? They're like, I don't give a crap. I'm Talonflame. If I get this, I get Fly. If not, I'm still fine. I have 2 dashes. Good
If
luck.
not, I still lose dash away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, and then there is the Talonflame there.
There's Mimikyu. Mimikyu's gonna see
But
this.
Mimikyu too. Goes up on the
Mimikyu
Hoopa.
sees the
Nice
fly,
dodges, avoiding the flies. Doesn't quite get that Hoopa for. It does get the Hoopa.
and that's a double pick going towards the Mimikyu. Mimikyu looking
Mimikyu looking much, much better here. I mean, is this Talonflame really going to be able to stop these stacks? If it didn't have stacks before, it definitely has a couple now. Now we see them just rip through Reggie like they're gonna make that walk down. They don't really have a lot of rip down bottom on the Reggie down there, so they're not too worried about it. They say, "Hey, I see you guys up here." They do eventually get it. I mean, it did take a lot of time that they're gonna be able to walk up really far with this Reggie Alecki, and it just is gonna walk in. That's a huge point swing in favor of Orange. Say
for
whatever,
sure.
even if you just
Surprise is taking these pushes to the bank, and it's showing. Unfortunately, they trade a couple lives here, and 2 lives for, a 200-point lead. We take those 90% of the time anyways, right? It's looking
Mhm.
very, very, very dominant for Extra Fries right now. Let's see if uh, Rush Hour can pull this out, because right now they're looking, I wouldn't say lost per se, but they're looking a little bit confused on how to address this issue.
but definitely a little bit more of what do we do now? The plan's not as clear.
Oh, Mimikyu alt stops the portal.
What a crazy
Oh,
Mimikyu
on the
portal. I
top
mean,
side, this Miosgrata taking the 2v1 like the demon it is.
what? Oh, might go down to the Eldegoss. Oh, never mind. That Talonflame comes in. The
Talonflame
Eldegoss
comes
gets
in
left
clutch.
alone.
Here's the
Lucario's going to try to go through.
Mario's going crazy though.
Does get the Mouse Grotto. Now look.
Gets the
Yeah,
pick.
that
Oh my
cleaning.
goodness.
And they start cleaning this.
They do start cleaning up here. That's a very, very good cleanup from Lucario. Just when it looked like it was finally going Rush Hour's favor, a little bit of a slowdown, a little bit of patience from the other players gets that into a collapse and turns this into a 2-for-1 trade.
This Lucario is the vacuum.
This
Because
Lucario is a
he
bad.
comes in to clean. He'd be coming in, he cleans up. That's
Grew
he's
on
the vacuum.
2. That's Lucario just for you. Let's run this down. Top side objective. It looks like the Extra Fires players are positioning for it. They have lots of jungle control. Lucario is keeping pressure on the bot side. Mimikyu is kind of fighting this fight. Lapras is forced out, but they have everything they need to just turn this into a pick.
There's less, if not a pick, we still at least scared off, and we're gonna start ripping this a little bit. Hey, there's Lucario down here. It's gonna pull your attention. You gotta pick
Lucario's
something. Do
doing
you want this
Lucario thing.
Lucario or making you stutter?
Oh, watch for the Eldegoss here.
And they
Goes
do.
over to the side of Extra Prize. Unfortunately, the Eldegoss here doesn't go down. They don't use the ult. They decide to save it for the next engagement, and we're gonna go look at this bottom side. Miosgrata's seeing a delete. They see blood. Oh, what a good
But they
knockup.
do not. What a good knockup. Just stopping that thing. Get off me.
Nah, that's not your game. That's my game. I'm gonna play it. On the top side, this Lucky's putting a lot of pressure. There's not really any room for blue side to create that pressure to score. Rush Hour is kind of just locked out of the score position. They're kind of being put on the back foot, and this is kind of what I was concerned about.
Yeah, I mean, extra fries has just been so good with these split pushes and just making them have to make a decision on something. And Rush Hour has been a little. It seems like they've been maybe a little bit hesitant about the decisions too. It's just what do we? We have to pick something, right? What do we get a pick on this Lucario? Do we go back for the Alecki? What do we have to commit to something here?
It's so hard to commit against comp like this too, because you commit and they commit to your pad. I don't care if you have Hoopa, we're gonna take a pad. Like, look at top pads are all down. There's a second Alecki spawning this game. There's not a whole lot.
And this Lucario staying in there. He's staying right up there. He's like, I'm pumped. I'm comfortable.
He's very, very comfortable, and he's looking. Oh, he's kind of caught actually.
Oh yeah, actually not as comfortable as I thought. Talonflame's like I know there's one thing I can decide on doing. It's calling you out. What do you think you're doing up
Oh,
here?
and Mimikyu gets the player up. It lives.
Actually lives. Ninetales is at least gonna be able to get away. This Meowscarada is out for blood,
We saw the last couple
and
games.
they find it. And it's Talonflame is we are out for blood. We can still turn this around, guys. Come on, look at the levels. We're not behind. In fact, actually, we're kind of in the lead.
Yeah, we're kind of winning this.
We're kind of in the lead. Wait a minute.
Wait, hold up. We have the lead? When did we get the lead? Well, that 50 cap definitely helps them get closer to the
That
point.
definitely helps. They're still a little bit behind in points, but I mean, hey, they're really starting to turn this around.
Very, very much so. As we look into this fight, once again, Rush Hour kind of has that pit position. Once again, they're all down alts. They need to farm.
This is not the
back
position you want to go into.
Hoopug finally gets to alt. Talonflame's getting close as well. We got the Meowscarada alt back. Do we have the A9 alt back? The A9 alt
A9 comes back, so now you're just kind of waiting for that Talon. Do you even wait for the Talon because they're ripping? The Hoopa ult said, we need you guys here, Talon.
Ride or die, here we go!
Talon, we don't need your ult, we just need your fly. Oh, the Ninetales was the one that got it. And that's it. We don't need the Talon ult, we just need the fly. Just get in here, commit.
Need a little bit.
And we go to a flip, and that fight goes down.
Spin. Oh
the
my god.
Spin from Rush Hour.
They have made it into prizing. I don't see a whole lot here that Extra Prize can do to get back into prizing. And we're looking at Rush Hour going in to losers finals. Minute for left for the book, though.
There's still a minute and 15. There's still some time. That's a lot of points, though. That's a lot of points they have to get in. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it. They kind of have to commit right now. And the Hoopa's threatening more points. That Hoopa still has a shield. It says do it. Do it. And another 50 right there. And they're starting to, they don't even get the picks. They're just cleaning this fight up on the pad. Wait, we're bigger.
This is our game. Wait, this is
Look at us two level 15 speedsters. We're bigger. He said I couldn't play on the tree. Fine, I'll play on the Meowscarada, and that's what he did.
Double speedster again. Like, good luck.
That's what he did. If I can't play on the tree, I'll play on the Meowscarada. As long as I have something to go with, that's all I need.
That's all I need. And here comes the score here.
Coming
up for the last time. You know, they're trying to hold it. They're desperate. There's nothing they can do. And just like that, Rush Hour is in your Weakness League Losers Finals.
Rush Hour, you get Tang on a speedster, and you get RB Diddy on something he can play and impress with. It doesn't, and he's flexible. He's got the tree. He's got the speedster. He's got this Meowscarada. Just give him something to play with, and those two will start wrecking havoc, and you got a defensive core to keep him going. And, I mean, it kept him in the whole time to where they could get ready to be a flip, and they got it with. They didn't have all that many secure on really either team. They had Lucario, but where they had Lucario, the other team had Talonflame, and when they had the Espeon ult maybe or something there, they had the Ninetales ult, which actually really got them that last secure. And that takes it.
That takes it. All right, we're going on to Losers Finals.
Catch y'all next time.